So look at them
Hey, this is
eating crackers in the dark.
this is gonna be an expansion on the part of the topic that we talked about earlier. It's not just groups that's a problem. It's downright being friends with somebody online. It's just you get that point where it's just someone's done something that you personally didn't like, and you talk to them about it. Apparently, people just can't do that no more. When the wee little baby get their feelings hurt, and it pisses me off that people are just so brittle that one thing all it takes for someone to hate you for life nowadays can boil down to one sentence.
It's wherever they want, though. Whatever makes them want to hate you is what they want to hate you for. People act like their feelings are made of glass and get the word stone, though. And I've been nice to people. See, personally, I try to be nice to people. Because that one dude is sitting here, and they usually don't try to make it about Fallout, but I see lots of those in there. Is do we make rooms, we do things, and we ask them to be active. We ask them to be there when we could use them. They
We
can't say why
we
or
just
whatever.
disbanded the group because of this. The group,
And
I can bring
the
this into
group
the
members,
groups.
yeah,
Being a member of a group doesn't mean just because you're the leader has gotten onto you or something. Look, we're all human. We all fuck up at some point. We're all going to keep fucking up. It's no point to where we can completely stop. We can lower that amount of times we need help because we're
right,
inefficient.
but we'll still, there's somewhere way along the way it will still happen.
Right.
It's
We're
human
not we're
nature.
not we're not perfect. We certain situations we just can't help. Certain situations we just can't control. Things get out of hand. I've had multiple situations like this. But it seems that once when someone gets down to just letting someone know that it's a problem to them, that they don't like it, maybe so that if this situation does arise, if it's like a vocal thing where they get really angry or something, they get the letting them know would be a good way to let them know that if I get angry, I might as well leave first or go somewhere else first before I come back. It's not, hey, I'm angry at you, leave forever. I don't think there's ever been a person who's like that. To be the first situation, it's just get the fuck out of my face. It's never like that. You
Right.
must have done something fucking. People are just, and I don't have the strongest emotions either. I'm pretty fucking brittle. I'm very fucking brittle. But I know when to stand my ground. I know when to say to look at a situation, to look at I constantly look for constructive criticism on my music. I'm constantly and I take constructive criticism as it is. Constructive criticism. It's something that is admitting a problem that I need to try to change. And if I can't change it, I can't change it.
But you at least try anyways and let them know. I agree. You've been very helpful times I've been with you. You've had your
I also want to.
problems
I
with
also
it.
want to talk
But
about this. This is to people who have a insatiable fetish for clicking that offline mode on Xbox. I mean, just because it's there just because you can doesn't mean you should. Just because it's there doesn't mean you should, because we were in a group and we care about our members. And some of them were offline for a long time. So especially in this day and age where there's a virus that shall not be named is going around, we worry about them.
when they get on their game, if they
They
are
get
always
on their game
online,
with someone else. without letting them know that they're going to do so.
We're talking about a group member, we'll call him Ron. Ron made a point when I messaged him to let me know why he was offline. I noticed he was on and playing a game, same game we were on, but different server. He made a point to let me know what he was doing, and I talked to him because he balls up and said he was helping someone else. He didn't want to be bothered by other outside him. But people probably they use I find maybe to hide people that want to be with their friends with those people. Um, how I'm talking about he didn't. That makes no sense to me. They said, "Oh, they're good friends of mine, but then why do you offline? Because they're squeakers and they're loud or whatever. But you're not friends with them. If you don't like them, get rid of them. You're not friends with them. Maybe hide from them.
And if they're not, and if they're not fit for it, and if they're not fit for being in our chats, just let us know.
Right. But
It.
that's one thing I don't like about people and games and people and anything. I don't like having my time wasted by a person who's like, yeah, sure, I'll do it, and then they don't show up. You know about William very well. He is a man of business and a man of rational thinking, and he feels the exact same way. Don't say I'll go do it, and then go sleep until 2 years later, like, hey, you still got that job open? Because he's gonna shut you out. He's like, see you, buddy.
Yeah, that's like going to it. That's going to an important meeting, like saying, okay, I'll go to this important meeting. I'll give them the best presentation, and then you just go up there and make your boss look like a dick. People depend on when people depend on you. You either something's up and you let them know. If you can't, that's fine. It's got to be something. But
don't step up if you're really gonna step down. That's what
right.
either step up or step down. I know a lot of people pretended to step up. They stepped halfway up the stairs and said, you know what, this is not my thing. And they just did. I couldn't balls up and say, hey, I'm not doing this, or like the guy with the vending. He didn't balls up and say, from the get-go, that you give me all these outfits, I'm going to sell them. You're turned around and sold them. And then lied to us and said he did. And then left when we asked him if he was enjoying his vending. His old vending screen.
I'll never forget that. I got you like one of the rarer outfits in the game, and he goes behind my back and fucking sells the things. I won't be giving anyone anything after that. Well, not anyone anything, but they better be around me for a good 3 months before, in good terms. They better be fucking around me, because if they get anything from me,
yeah.
at the very least.
But you know how our group's forming up. So, and I told you this morning my big plan for. Sorry, I'm looking at my laptop right now. It's just not return already because they're still working on it. You know how I've been against BBB in my groups. There's some people that joined that want it though, but we disbanded that group already. I think if anything, like the one that we've been hanging out with recently, his girlfriend, he made a good point this morning. You don't have to have a group to do the same thing. You don't need a bunch of people like this to do that. And I agree with him perfectly, though he made me a little unhappy, but he won't stay around long, I can assure you, with what he said, because he won't come back and chat with me, and I can't interact with him right now because of Wi-Fi. But I made a joke, and instead of her saying something about it, she apparently was offended, is what this was. She didn't say it. He came back and said it. And he got a mutual hostile tone to that.
I don't think I've ever had it. I just.
Other members that are on daily, and they can point at least come when they want to be. I honestly believe that people people who've had their chat, they treat it like school. You don't want to be here. You want to be at home sleeping. They treat my groups like that too. Oh, it's just gas in this group. They don't do nothing interesting. I'm gonna not be there. But I'm gonna stay in the group in case something beneficial to me happens. To me, not to everyone else. To me. It's sad. I mean, friendship doesn't exist anymore at this point. Mama, you know this, so definitely. You know this as well. They really just, they say they're your friend, and they turn around and do something against you, and then they are completely, like, not my problem. You know, that's how it is. I mean, I look, to me, a friend, especially with game friends, and you and Mage fall into this greatly, you better be around me for more than a year. Me and Mage have known for 2, and I'll count you because I've done more with you or Mage than any other people I've ever met in the 3 or 4 I've been playing the Xbox 360, Xbox One. I've done more with fun with you, Mage, and the other guy, but I won't name him because I don't even bother. Call him CB, yeah. But, you know, we all have fun. We're unfiltered, but we're not disrespectful. And we look for people who help, not hurt. And it seems like every other person we've met this month has been that way. They want to hurt, not help. They want to be there for their benefit, not for everyone's benefit. The dude who was selling the outfits he already heard a rare outfit, pretty shiny and hard to get, and all he saw was money. He didn't care who it belonged to. He was gonna get it himself. That's why I removed him. And then he had the nerve to come back recently and make a half-ass apology and then ask if we could still at least vent together. I told GTFO or GTFA, get the away. We're done. I told him we're cutting the cord. You're no longer someone I desire to be around because all you see in a human being, game or not, is money. And again, I called him a human trafficker because all he wants is the wallets in their pocket. He doesn't care. The faces behind those wallets. He wants their money and nothing. And I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
I like people that make sure, like I've done with other members of the group, and I make sure that everyone here on our end, as well as other places, Mage didn't get it about the virus, the one that's, I don't know.
Okay, this is...
Put a lime in it, I guess. Put a lime in it, be sour. But Mage didn't understand. He was kind of put a lime in it and be sour, but he wasn't angry either. He didn't get it. And you were there, I believe, when he came back and said, ever since I've been doing the things I normally do with you guys, so I'm actually getting, things that, adults might end up indulging in to keep saying and not yell at people. He says he's really seeing what's happening around him. The smoke cleared, he realized that, oh shit, this is not just a political joke. This is not some joke with the guys in another country. This is real. And he's been more careful. That's a friend. It took a little bit of pushing him closer and doing it, but he did it. He came back and thanked us. I know you remember that day. I was grateful to hear him say that because he realized why we were so worried. And he noticed how much we enjoyed being around him. He enjoys being around us too. And I'm really grateful for that. I'm grateful that you and him have stayed as long as you have for us because, as I said before my stuff went down, I don't like playing with an Xbox by myself. I don't get along with anybody but you and Mage. CB, that's really it. But it's me. I'd rather be around people I like to be around than be around some random player that's just around in a server.
Right. And here's what I see a friend as. I see a friend This is the requirement. You at the very least gotta chat with me at the very least once a week.
Right. If there's a problem, just say so. I mean, I get it. If you got a life problem, I won't hate you because you got. I wouldn't hate you if you got the sour lime disease, what we call the sour lime, and a wonderful tall bottle. I don't. I won't be mad at you. I'll understand. But people act like I can't remember what wonderful life I'm getting you. But they know I don't have this tall lime disease. Lime in a bottle disease. Need it. You don't want to be around me. That's the problem. They looked at me and said, I'll skip this family of people. They look kind of like they're crazy. The tall bottle of lime ran away from me because it didn't want to get sick. So. But I'm worried about my friends, and there's not a day I go to bed at all that I think that they may have skipped me, but it could give it to you or your family, and I worry for that. Even with level-headed thinking, I still worry. And to me, a friend worries about other people, even when they don't want you to. They care to make a point to be around you, and they're with you all the way. You and Mage have never passed up an optional opportunity to help me out in other things, especially within the game. You know.
And if I decide to go somewhere else, for a day,
It's like you don't have right.
if I decide to go somewhere else for a day, I do what I
Exactly.
can right then, and then I go off, and then sometimes I come back for the day because whoever I was hanging around with is.
Right. That's one real honest thing.
It's just something that people don't get anymore. People don't understand that it's like, oh, we understand. Oh, you have time for things that you want to do. That's completely understandable. Spend a life like you said before, life over video games. If I was deciding to go take a day off and go walking or swimming or doing something outside, you wouldn't mind.
No, I don't mind. I enjoy you getting out and not sitting on your butt all day.
I enjoy that I'm not getting out sitting on my ass all day.
You don't gain weight, you don't lose weight either. All right.
Actually, I think I have lost around 6 pounds this month. But that's besides the point. And hell, even if it is just getting off of the chat to go hang around with someone else, if you just let us know, it's not. It's more just leaving unannounced that we have a problem with.
The common courtesy.
Common courtesy is,
Common sense and common courtesy don't exist anymore, especially in the game world where it's about me, and not about everyone too. They want to be like, I want the max cap. I want you to give me the max cap. Give me everything for cheap, and then I'm going to charge you a lot for it if you want it back. That's not how that works.
Also,
it's not about you all the time. That's what I have to tell people when they get butthurt about that. They can get their panties in a twist and look like a sour lime when someone told them no, they got angry. I see a lot of people in real life, especially, who do that. They like, I told you I can't do that. You should wait or go somewhere else. And then they keep on say something, and I look at them and say, we're not in preschool. If I had to put you in timeout, I will. And I won't be nice after that. And then they go away, but they were getting ready to say something because it was about them, not about everyone else. And I see that in games a lot more. But
and then I see people that are like, I'm bored of so and so, therefore I am bored of you. So, when I'm playing other games, I'm not gonna hang around you.
Right, I've seen those too. And those people need to sit in timeout for a long time and be isolated from everyone for a long time. Because the world does not revolve around you. You are not the sun. You are not God. You are one speck of dirt on a big blue planet that's sharing the same space as a whole bunch of other specks of dirt. You're no better than the guy down the street who doesn't have a home. You're no better than the guy with $1 million that thinks he's better than everybody else. You're not. don't you don't get that thing for free right now when you ask for it, the wave of your hand. And people think they act like they deserve it. You know, we've seen lots of people like that, and here I'm sure you've seen just as many outside. The world does not revolve around that person. I think if people would only understand that, they'd learn to fuck off. At bare minimum, they fuck off. Because everyone gets busy, everyone does their own thing, and I'm gonna say that as completely grammatical as possible. Everyone does their own thing, and if everyone does their own thing, let them do their own thing somewhere else. You should be like, well, hey, you promised me X amount of money, you better bring it right now.
Or, you know, if you do your own thing for way too long and then this person gets rid of you, don't come back and ask why'd you do it. Understand that, you know, things happen. You weren't there, so just move on.
Right. Don't be butthurt and clingy like one of Major's buddies said. I'm sure you remember in the chat. He's been clingy recently. And I told Major this is a good example of me. I had Major longer than he's mine. He's one guy that I enjoy hanging around. He's not residing at Major. But I
So many people are just screaming the sentence, "I'm an entitled fuck," and I'll say it again. "I'm an entitled fuck" is what every single one of them say. They don't think about Dale Dibadome, or they don't think about fucking, you know, they don't even think about Pepe. They just think about themselves.
Pepe. Everybody got to think about Pepe, though. Pepe can give you a frowny face. Y'all are some bad people. Screwball takes frowny face to smiley face, behavior chart. Pepe's just a lot worse.
And people, just because something happened and you're on the brunt end, you did something wrong or you weren't there, you fucked up, does not make you a bad person.
No. It's how you handle it afterwards that can make you good or a bad person.
I'm gonna tell you this now. We were talking about emotional intelligence in class. I don't see it a whole lot on Xbox anymore. I think you and me and Mage are the only ones with high emotional intelligence.
And Steve, but he's mad. He has the night shift. I don't expect him to have too much emotional intelligence, but he's not disrespectful either. He understands common courtesy, common
He has high
respect.
emotional intelligence. He's just not here. He's not here to talk to us all the time.
When he is, he's kind of tired. Christian understands. But everyone else we come across, they say they're good people, they act like good people, but it's just as William calls it. He calls it, it's a smiling mask with two rosy red cheeks, I'm your friend. But really what's happening is at the end of the day, when the curtain's closed, I'm going to take that mask off and everyone belongs to me. He calls it a two-face. You're two-faced, you're yellow belly, and you're fake. He said you're made of porcelain. You're fake porcelain man or fake porcelain anybody. You do you, and you want everyone to do you too. And then when they don't want to do you, that front goes upside down. You want to be mean.
But
I've dealt with people like that in the past.
you could
I've run a boot camp of people like that before. They got frowny face, they got lost in teeth. And I put it back in line.
I'm gonna say it like this. It goes down to respect. You could make the decision to move to, let's say, Jamaica. You could make the decision to move to anywhere and stop playing Xbox, and I would respect that. I would be.
At bare minimum, leave. But they never do. They wait for us to have to get rid of them before they do anything.
But if you decided that you had enough of Xbox and you had to leave for any given reason, I would respect it. Because you know why? Because at the end of the day, end of the year, end of the fucking week, we're still friends.
End of the world. Right. And, I couldn't imagine playing an Xbox with you, Major CB at all. Ever. The You'll make it the most desirable, especially with my job to do something with it, using the system. It's my job to be there and do this stuff. You'll make it more desirable. You're less of a headache to be around than another vault dweller. You're running around going, fight me, you're gay. You gotta fight me,
There
man.
are some
I wanna
people that
fight you.
just want the
You're
good, want
picking
only the good.
sides.
There are some people who just want only the good moments and only the good moments. And then when a bad moment rises up, they ask you one good reason why they should still be friends with you. And I'm gonna tell you that's not the way to go about it, because to get those good moments, to get those sparkles of light, to get those good moments, you have to push through the bad moments to get there.
You have to, right. You have to weather the storm. A ship in a hurricane is only as good as those on it ready to weather the storm and see it to the end. That's really how it amounts to being. If you jump ship the second you see a hurricane on the horizon, you screwed everyone over. They need you. And a lot of people want to, the bad times being the hurricane, they're like, oh, well, gas is not as desirable as the other guy on the other ship. I'm going to jump off the ship and look into the island over there and say, I'm going to watch it sink.
And then there's some people that are just like, this guy doesn't find me desirable anymore. I'm gonna do everything and anything in my power to get him back. If if you're not desirable anymore and they don't want you around, just leave. Respect their wishes. Respect their wishes. Give them their peace and silence. Don't push them any further if you don't.
Right. Don't be there if they can't to make it worse. Being there will let someone rather not be there, even if it is for an hour, a day, a month, a year, and wanting to be around it will cause a deeper wound. And then why would you want to do that? Why dig in there for the bullet to help if they don't want you to? They want to leave that scar closed. You know, why? It's going to hurt somebody else and make you look like the guy who did malpractice. You're not helping yourself. You're just being a jerk in a way, even if you think you're being good. What are we going to do with that Q&A, though, Skull?
I don't know. We haven't got any questions.
They don't care. It's like, it's just the YouTuber. Look, Skull's on. Whoa, you should just do a talk show.
But that was our time. It was just a little nibble of some kind of problem we had with people.
Right.
God, I hope I'm not the only. God, I hope I'm not the only one along with Maid. Well, that will be our time. I thank you for listening. This has been our deep diving discussion into some deep shit that we have wanted to talk about. Things get hard.
I know. And if it wasn't for you and Mage and CB, I probably would have bailed a long time ago.
But I'm glad to have you in this discussion.
Glad to be back once again. It's always a pleasure to be here together.
We've run out of topics to talk about as for Fallout 76 for now, so I don't know what the hell we're going to talk about next. So if there's ever a topic about Pingus, you know, we're sorry. We're very sorry. In the long run.
I can talk about Pingus. Let's talk about Pingus. Strongest Pingus.
Oh well, that'll be the light note. But yeah. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.